Mr. Rascher, how do you sustain such an even tone?
Ah, that's breath control. Like a singer, the wind instrument player must breathe from the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a flat muscle across the bottom of the chest cavity. When the diaphragm contracts, it flattens, enlarging the cavity. Air rushes in to fill the additional space. As the diaphragm relaxes, it moves up, pushing air from the chest. This action can be controlled to give an even flow of air through the mouthpiece, producing a steady tone. If more power is needed, the frontal abdominal muscles will supply it. Karin, will you come and play a tune? Take a deep breath and play. Fine, but I will show you once more so that we get that really straight. Would you come up and place your hands around my chest? Now, you can see how the expansion of my chest pushes his hands out. As I continue to play, his hands close in evenly as my chest recedes through the relaxation of the diaphragm. Of course, as your supply of air gives out, thank you, you have to take a new breath. We do that through the corners of the mouth. We pull these up as though smiling, and through the corners plus the nose, we can get sufficient air to sustain us for a long phrase. Let me show you what I mean. Pull up the corners of your mouth sideways as though you were smiling. Keep the upper teeth on the mouthpiece. Keep the center of the upper lip on the mouthpiece. Keep the reed on the lower lip. Remember not to drop the lower jaw when taking a breath. You have to keep the embouchure steady and not slide the mouthpiece in and out. Avoid the necessity of resetting the embouchure. Take the breath through the corners of the mouth and the nose, not noisily, but silently. And it is very important to breathe at the correct place. Then it will not be heard as a break in the musical line, but rather as the proper way of phrasing. Here. No, that isn't good. That's it. Like in this little tune, it is also one of the major problems in a piece like the Adagio and Samba.
To play soft and loud like you do.
Oh, that takes a little work. This is how I practice it. And you should practice that every day for a few minutes. And really, every day, not just once a week for half an hour. That doesn't help so much. And furthermore, you cannot do any of these things I have talked about. Embouchure, the tone, breath, the phrasing, really well, unless you have the proper posture. May I use your chair? Now, you see, some students will practically lay down when they play. Oh. And others, they will sit like this. How often have I seen those? And the third one will practically stand, saxophone on the knee. Play like this. You cannot do that. You cannot have a good tone and good phrasing unless either you sit erect or you stand erect.
When you play, you use a very expressive vibrato. How do you produce this?
Oh, on the sax, that's easy. I simply do it by moving my jaw up and down. That increases and reduces the pressure against the reed, and the result is a wave in the pitch. There are, of course, many different ways of producing vibrato. You can do it with the diaphragm, with the throat, with the palate, with the jaw, even with the hands. And I have seen with the knee. But the one with the jaw is the most satisfactory, and that's the one I use. Karin, will you play a tone with vibrato? 4 to a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Thank you. You see, there is no visible movement of the jaw. Of course, we have to practice vibrato every day, just like all the other fundamentals. And we should practice it at various speeds.
You mean that you can change the speed of the vibrato?
Indeed.
Well, could you do it for me, say, 6 to the beat, like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Well, I'd like to hear a real slow one now, say 3 to the beat. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try and stop you. I want a real fast one now. I want it 8 to the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know how in the world he does it. Mr. Rascher, do you use the same width vibrato all the time?
Oh, no. We should practice different widths at the same speed. I have to practice it every day, just like I have to work on my staccato every day.